Okay, with more people tuning in, I think we could start the webinar now. First, let me share my screen. Okay, so before we start, for the newcomers, I would love to introduce myself once again. My name is Ashley, and I am working as the head of content here at LitExtension, and I will be the moderator for today's webinar. To Shift4Shop, will this be a game changer for the e-commerce industry? And today we will be having Mr. Kenneth Cruz from Shift4Shop to share with us. Kenneth is currently Channel Sales Director of e-commerce at Shift4Shop. And as you can see from the title, this time we're looking into the rebranding of 3dCart to Shift4Shop and how it can benefit you as store owners and e-commerce users. Lately, just in November 2020, 3dCart has decided to rebrand itself to Shift4Shop, and they spent the last few months developing a new brand image that accurately represents the best shopping cart solution for global merchants. And today, in today's webinar, we will cover all the superior features that Shift4Shop has compared to 3dCart, and how these updates facilitate merchants in running their online businesses. Now, let's go through the agenda of this webinar. First, we will have about a few minutes to warm up, and then Kenneth will be sharing the story behind this establishment of Shift4Shop and how Shift4Shop facilitates the way merchants manage their online stores. Then, Ashley, I will be showing you how easily to switch your stores from your current e-commerce platform to Shift4Shop with LitExtension, the shopping cart migration expert. And finally, we will have the Q&A section. Kenneth and I will answer all your concerns regarding the webinar topic. We will have about 10 to 15 minutes to discuss audience questions in this section. So please feel free to leave a comment below during the webinar. Okay, now I will stop sharing my screen. Okay. All right, without further ado, let's get started with our first part with our guest speaker, Kenneth Cruz. So hello, Kenneth, welcome to our webinar today. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Yes. Okay, so excellent. I'm sure that our audiences are excited to know more about you. So could you introduce more about yourself?
Okay, can you see me any chance?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so hello everyone, my name is Kenneth Cruz. I'm Channel Sales Director of e-commerce at Shift4. My role in the organization is to head the reseller and affiliate partnerships. I've been in the e-commerce payment space for a little over 12 plus years. As country manager of a global e-commerce platform, director of alliances for a fraud ISV technology, and head of business development for several major payment providers here in the States. And now I'm definitely excited to be part of the Shift4Shop team.
Yeah, thank you, Kenneth. I think that's pretty much it. We can start the presentation now, the webinar now. I'm going to hand over the stage for you. Can you start sharing the screen?
Let me go ahead. Just let me know as soon as you see my screen.
Yes, I can see it.
Perfect. Okay, great. All right, so first I would like to welcome everyone and thank Ashley and the entire LitExtension team for hosting this webinar and providing us the opportunity to introduce Shift4Shop. Today I will make sure to provide a quick high-level overview of the parent company Shift4Payments, provide some insight around the 3dCart acquisition and the transformation from 3dCart to Shift4Shop. And it's important for us to tell the Shift4 story and the continuous strides that we're making as a technology company to create a more unified experience. I will also make sure to touch base on the improvements that we've that we've made in our service offerings since we've launched the Shift4Shop, and touch on some of the updates and upgrades that we've made to the core and our new reseller affiliate program. So let's get started. So who's Shift4Payments? Shift4 is well known in the payments industry for being one of the leading providers of integrated payments processing and technology solutions for the last 25 years. As stated by our CEO, Jarek Isaacman, Shift4Payments has redefined what an integrated payment solution can be. Our end-to-end processing offerings brings together every piece of the payment ecosystem for a truly unmatched customer experience. In these times, customer and user experience within the commerce is critical for brands and retailers. We wanted to make sure that we can deliver a complete end-to-end omni-channel solution that makes everything seamless. This experience has enabled Shift4 to securely process over $200 billion in payments over 200,000 businesses in 2019. We currently power over 350 software providers in numerous industries with over 7,000 sales partners in our complete ecosystem.
So to better understand, Shift4Payments powers many traditional brick and mortar businesses for their payment processing. Is that correct?
That's correct. So Shift4 offers a complete end-to-end processing solution, whether it's point of sale, standalone terminals, POS systems, hardware, software, mobile or contactless solutions, gift cards, loyalty, and much more. Now, e-commerce, which brings me to my next topic regarding the effort to build a more unified experience. We've been committed to creating a complete unified commerce ecosystem that goes beyond the geographic borders and industry types, identifying the market shifts, technology trends, and how merchants conduct everyday business. It's what really keeps us cutting edge. So this past November, the acquisition of 3dCart was a key milestone for us, allowing us to strengthen and connect businesses and technology stacks around the world.
I have one question. So of all the platforms, why 3dCart?
That's a great question. So we've searched for a technology stack, or actually a technology that was both robust, had the necessary built-in features and functionalities, that was completely scalable and had the ability to build out with integrations. And as you know, as everyone knows, 3dCart is just that. They've built a powerful platform that caters to all, but it also provides the necessary turnkey SaaS-based out-of-the-box experience that we were all looking for. Again, it's all about the seamless UX user experience that's being able to provide business owners everything they need to build and secure e-commerce sites and transactions on their online store.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Kenneth. I think there's one question that our audience would like to know. Since the acquisition, what are some of the major changes that has been made to 3dCart?
Since acquisition, since acquisition, we've been committed to eliminating many or any of all barriers in creating and running an online store. One of the first major steps we've taken, besides rebranding 3dCart to Shift4Shop, is fully integrating our payment processing right out of the box. This completely eliminates the need for merchants to set up a separate processing account or spend numerous hours or additional revenues creating an integration for another payment provider.
Okay. Being that Shift4 is native, do merchants have the option to use another payment provider in the store?
Absolutely. Yes, they do have the ability to use another payment option, and it's always recommended to have an alternative checkout option like PayPal. And many of what we've been seeing is a lot of existing merchants using authorized Stripe, but now that we featured and have Shift4 native within our platform with competitive rates, they're making that necessary shift. We've also revamped our service offerings, going from the traditional monthly paid hosting plan to a complete freemium plan that our US merchants can leverage. Our free option has no limitations regarding bandwidth. It comes with all the advanced bells and whistles, features, and functionalities built in within the core. Reducing the needs for additional apps, thus providing a fully scalable enterprise solution, which traditionally in the past, it would have cost $229 per month. And we've been noticing a lot of small SMBs super excited and taking advantage of our new Shift4Shop offering, which allows them to be fully scalable without limitations to their current plan. And having to either pay for an upgrade to their current plan or having to switch out platforms as a whole, which is a tedious process to say the least.
So if they do need to migrate their shop over to Shift4Shop, what options do they have?
Well, one of the most popular options to use is the use of LitExtension. You guys have done a phenomenal job as far as making it seamless for a migration, for the merchants to migrate their products, customers, order history, and automate this whole entire service in a few simple steps. The next alternative options, we've created a free migration assistance program for qualified merchants who process over 5K a month in sales and would need a complete customized migration from one of our experts, in which most cases include the use of LitExtension's platform.
That's great. What if a merchant wants to migrate over the same template and layout? Can you do that?
For the same look and feel, that's always been a challenge. So what happens is, what people notice or merchants have to understand that many of these themes are proprietary to the platform. So many bootstrap themes cannot be mirrored. So we've always tried our best to match similar layouts, looks and feels with a new theme, which in many cases they appreciate the upgrade. And that's another offering that we've included with Shift4Shop, because we understand that the changing of themes happens on a regular basis in order for you to stay competitive in a retail market or just e-commerce in general. You have specific seasons, you have sales, holidays, special occasions. All this could be very costly if you have to purchase different templates and themes. So we wanted to free up the additional costs by providing a portfolio of 100+ themes, allowing merchants to change and update as they please. And one of the last points that we've improved and we've created, we've launched a new reseller program, partner program, which is great for the community. And what I mean by community, we have agencies, SIs, freelancers, developers, webmasters, bloggers, influencers, VARs, ISOs, pretty much the entire professional service industry as well, providing them the ability to earn with the reseller program, earn bonus payouts and revenue share commissions on their current projects, potential projects, or even projects that they referred and sent our way. With this reseller program, it offers them a lucrative offering that helps them scale and become a little bit more flexible to their current offerings for small SMBs, knowing that there's additional reoccurring revenue for any potential projects.
Kenneth, we have one question from the audience. They asked, what industry types does Shift4 cater to? Can you answer that question?
We cater to all. You know, Shift4 Payments traditionally, just to separate the two, Shift4 Payments traditionally caters to retails, restaurants, bars, nightclubs, hospitality. But within the Shift4Shop platform, which is still powered by Shift4, we're open to all verticals from B2B, B2C, B2B, dropship, wholesale, resale, retail, and several other high risk verticals that we've been seeing that's very popular, such as CBD and ARMS.
Okay, that's great. I think that the audience may have other questions, but please, if you have other questions, please list them down below in the comment section and we will answer them later on the Q&A section. So thank you, Kenneth, for your sharing. It's amazing that with such new features from Shift4Shop solution, I'm sure that the audience are eager to see and experience their online website on Shift4Shop. So If merchants are planning to migrate to Shift4Shop, then LitExtension would love to be their trusting partner. So it's my part now. I will be sharing with you about LitExtension shopping cart migration solution and how easy it is to perform the migration in just 3 painless steps. So I will share the screen now. Okay. So a short introduction of LitExtension first. LitExtension is a leading company to provide the automated shopping cart migration service. Merchants can seamlessly transfer data like products, customers, and orders from one e-commerce platform to a more robust one without leaving any interruption to their current business. So what is special about LitExtension? During the migration process, we ensure no downtime of your website and no interruption of your running business. You can still receive new orders or add new products and so on. You can also migrate almost everything from products, orders to other entities like blogs, SEO URLs, or even subscriptions data. And currently we're supporting migration for over 120 shopping carts, even custom websites. And with 24/7 dedicated support, merchants can contact us anytime from anywhere. And lastly, LitExtension is trusted by big brands in the field. Besides Shift4Shop, we are so proud to be official partners with industry-leading brands like Shopify, Magento, and also WooCommerce, etc. Together, we have been working on creating innovative solutions for our mutual clients' benefits. Now, let's move on to the next part in which I will guide you through the steps of migrating your e-commerce store to Shift4Shop. Okay. The Shift4Shop migration process is straightforward and super easy to follow with 3 steps that you can see on the screen. Please note that with the demo migration, you can migrate up to 20 entities for free before proceeding to the full migration. We really recommend you to run the demo migration first so that you can visualize the results on your Shift4Shop store. All right, so let's dig in. I have prepared a video for you. Just let me get it out. Okay. So, Kenneth, can you see my screen? The video?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Now, today I will be showing you how to migrate from Shopify store to Shift4Shop. And this is the video that I have prepared. Okay. So this is I will be showing you my Shopify store first. This is before it is being migrated. You see the products. And orders. And this is my Shift4Shop store and there's products. They're selling totally different things. Okay, so first you need to register an account on LitExtension website. If you hadn't had one, you can also log in using your Facebook or Google account. I have one already, so it will be easy. Once you have logged in, click Create New Migration. Then you will see a page where you can enter the information of your source store and target cart. All right, now I will be filling in the source cart and target cart information. So I will just go ahead and select Shopify URL and the API key that I have prepared. If you don't know how to get this info, don't worry. There's always a wizard with clear instruction for you on the side, also the video. The API key will help you connect your store to LitExtension server and make the data transfer possible. Okay. What's the same thing with Shift4Shop? Now, LitExtension uses the REST API to connect your store to your Shift4Shop store. First, you need to enable the REST API app on Shift4Shop first. So go to your store backend and click on modules. On the search bar, look for the REST API module. Okay, and you have to enable it and click on settings and click add. And paste the key that we have provided into the public key section. So when the LitExtension version, migration version 3 application is found, click authorized. You can delete the LitExtension version 3 later on for security. All set, now get back to the migration screen and click next. Okay, at this step, you will be selecting the data you want to migrate. LitExtension support migrating products, customers, and orders in this case, and you can choose to migrate only a few or select all to migrate all of them. LitExtension also provides additional options like strip HTML tags. This option allows you to strip all of HTML tags from your category, product names, or descriptions to make sure that they will display properly in your target store. And click next to run free demo, or you can just skip it and go straight to the full migration. Now you will be informed the number of entities that are being transferred and also the total price for that. We have over 300 entities. If everything is okay, then you can click start full migration. Okay. So once the migration starts, it will run seamlessly on the server. Therefore, there's no need to keep your PC or laptop on while the data is being transferred. The migration time depends on the number of entities you migrate. Normally, it only takes about a few hours. And LitExtension ensures that the source store still runs smoothly during the migration and do no harm to the site's performance. You can still receive new orders and you can edit the info of the products during this time. It's perfectly fine. And even later, if you want to migrate these new added data or you want to update information of the entities after you migrate with LitExtension, then you can use LitExtension recent data migration service or smart update to update the data. Okay, so this is just a process. It takes a few minutes. I will skip this. Okay, so now the migration is finished. There's one more thing that you need to know. We are using the Shift4Shop REST API to migrate. However, the REST API only allows to import image path to Shift4Shop. So you need to import the image file later on using F2P, and we also have prepared the file for you to download. It's right here. And now you can check the results on your Shift4Shop store. And remember to check the results on both the back end and front end of your store. As you can see, the image is not available yet, but it's okay. You can import it later on. And one more thing, our technical support team will always be ready to answer any of your questions, so just feel free to talk to them. And that's it. That's how easy you can migrate your data from your online store to Shift4Shop with LitExtension. Okay. You can start the screen now. Thank you. I guess we can move to the Q&A section. I will pick some of them to read out and address right in our live streams. So you guys, as we are running out of time, Kenneth and I cannot answer all of your questions during the live stream, but don't worry, Kenneth and I will answer them later right in the comment box, so you can type your questions even after the live stream. Okay. Kenneth, can, let me see. Okay. 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 I have already seen the comments and the questions. So there's one question about LitExtension service. How much does it cost to run recent data migration and smart update? And is there any instruction on how to carry that out? Yes, the recent data migration service and smart update can be run for free during 3 months after the initial full migration. And please note that for recent migration and smart update or remigration service, we can migrate for free the number of entities equal to 10% of the total entities in your last full migration. And the exceeding amount will be charged accordingly. And we also have many instructions on our website, our blogs, and on our fan page. So you can easily find them out. Even if you don't know, on our migration page, there's always a wizard on the site so that you can look for the information and the instructions. We have another questions from the audience. They asked, when I have a 3dCart store with these new changes, would I be able to switch over to a freemium plan? So can you answer that, Kenneth?
Yes, absolutely. You have the option to switch over to a freemium plan with the activation of your Shift4 processing. What I would recommend is directly contacting your dedicated account manager or reaching out to our 24-hour support team for further assistance on switching over your plan.
That's great. Okay, I'm looking for another questions. And there is one more for you, Kenneth. What are the current processing rates for Shift4, and can you match what I have with my current processing company?
It really depends. You know, I know the processing industry, it's such a saturated market, and there's so many rates and how payment companies price. But just to be very transparent and just lay it out on the table, there's no setup fees, monthly charges, yearly, PCI, batch fees, monthly minimum fees, or anything like that. Our rates are standard across the board, 2.9%, 30 cents a transaction. But we do understand that there's various merchant processing providers that charge interchange plus. So what I would recommend is to reach out for a comparison, just to see how you're currently being charged as far as whether it's interchange or it's a flat rate. And then from there, we can do the comparison for you for special occasions and then provide you special pricing.
So is there any contract available?
There is no agreement. There's definitely no contract. Our main goal is to make it frictionless. giving you the ability to start a Shift4Shop site or even activate your Shift4 payments. But at any time, you can cancel at no charge.
That's great. Okay. Okay, so as we are running out of time, I'll wrap up our webinar here today. Sadly, we cannot answer all of your questions, but don't worry, the other questions for Kenneth and I will be answered directly in the comment box right after this. If you're watching a recorded version of this webinar, you can also leave your questions at any time and we will answer them one by one. Okay. And to Kenneth, thank you for joining us this time. Do you have anything to say to the audience?
Not at all. I definitely thank you for your time. I appreciate LitExtension for hosting this webinar, and I look forward to another great webinar and discuss potentially another topic for Shift4Shop.
Yes, and I would love to thank the audience again, and thank you, Kenneth, for sharing. And we will see you next time.
Thank you.
In the next one. Thank you.